Hi everybody, it's Jeff Fitzpatrick. It's Tuesday, 25th of March, 2025. Welcome to my video log. So as usual, I will be covering the market, my stock pick, and the clubs. I'll also be looking at the answers to the quiz that I set last week and making a bit of an announcement for people that might want to step forward to work with me to learn to trade. So first of all, the market. And here we have it. So top left, you've got the screenshot that I took on last week's video log, and then you've got the one for today. The one for today is live. The one for today was a live shot taken a few minutes ago because until the US alters its clocks at the same time as the UK, we have a couple of weeks where there's an hour difference. So instead of opening at 2:30 UK time, the market is opening this week at 1:30 UK time. That all switches again next week. So what can we see? So we were already in a reverse J situation last week, and it looked as though it might actually dip back down again. But at the moment, it's steady progress back up. It's actually pretty quick progress. The average length of time normally taken to recover from a 10% dip such as this is 8 months. I think at this rate of progress, it will be less. Personally, I think the market likes the idea of using 6,000 as a base, and we'll get back up there. So all good, a nice market to be trading in. There's scope for good increases. So let's see what's going on. And the clubs. So we're still in March, but most of the March puts have now expired. We were okay on most of them, but in a couple of cases, we weren't quite. So Fortune had stock in match put to them at 35 against the current price of $30.19. So we're the best part of $5 adrift. However, because of the premium involved, then we're not in such a bad situation, and we're $932 in profit. They've got one more to go. That's CMCSA. That expires on Friday of this week, and we got sort of 50 cents or so to go. If prices stay where they are now, we will also end up in profit, but I'd still rather not have to roll it forward and not have to accept the stock. So let's see what's going on. Tees had a great success with Root. In fact, I think every club, looks like not Sapphire, had a good success with Root. We had a strike price of $70. The stock has ended up at $160, and with a fantastic $10 of premium, they made over $5,000. Sapphire, no issues, 15,000 plus dollars made. No stock put, no threats going on there. One more yet to close, and that's got some good cover. It's Devon Energy at $34 strike with a $37.56 current price and $1,240 of profit. The other clubs, QI, no problem. As a result, particularly of Root, 12,000 profit plus in the month. 100th Millionaire, 16,600 profit in the month. I did allow Hain stock, 3,000 to be put to the club. At a loss of 64 cents per stock. That's because I think that they will get back to $5. But more importantly, the club already has some Hain stock, and I wanted to dilute it. So I'm using the sale of a put to dollar cost average, and that's what's happened there. They have got two more to go this week, and they're both pretty close. So WBA, $11 strike price and $11.13 current price. Hope it keeps that side, but I'll be watching it right up to the bell. And then Gap, just 2 cents in the black at the moment. And again, I hope it stays like that. And then the Extra Income Club, far smaller than the ones above there, but they've also made $6,000. So not a bad week for us. We're progressing more than steadily, and things are going well. So this week's picks. So just to remind you, every single stock must look good to me on the charts and the indicators. They must have a better investing profile that gives them growing sales and earnings. They must have a ZAX rating of 1, 2, or 3, and they must have positive value line comments. In addition, of course, I also want them to have put premium availability, and I want them to use low levels of stock buying power that give great annualized return on investments. My preference is for end of the month or start of the month expiration dates to avoid the mid-month third Friday dip, and I'd like to get good clearance above the current price. What that means is I want the strike price to be below the current price. So let's see what I could find for this week. And there were a lot of, this is the shortlist, so a lot of candidates on the shortlist. However, when I went through them, and we did get some good results. You've got Docs, which I think was number one last week with 133% annualized return on investment. DXCM, Dell, plenty coming in. If you go down to 75, 72, Urban is there too. However, when I checked the earnings dates on this lot, there were quite a few of them that were in a situation where the earnings date is before the expiration date. And I don't like that. I really can't tell what's going to happen to a stock when it gets to its earnings date. Sometimes they shoot up, sometimes they shoot down, and sometimes it bears no relation to whether the results are in line with expectations, whether they're better, good, bad, or indifferent. So I avoid having put trades, particularly open over expiration dates. Sorry, over earnings dates. So I knocked out several of them. So I'm left with DXCM, Dell, PayPal, and Urban. And I didn't even go any further than that. I won't need any more than that, even on my $1 million accounts. Although we have got plenty of stock buying power. As a result of expiration Friday for the month of March last week, I've even got one that is actually at 100%. So plenty of stock buying power to go at. The quiz I set last week. So, what timescales does the most successful professional trader in the world use? Short or long term? No question about it. It's short term. And I use short term too. I am not a long term buy and hold person. I've proven to myself many times that jumping in and out of a stock, getting in as low as possible, getting out as close as I can to the point where it turns, and then getting back in actually gives me 70+% more profit. Second, does the most successful trader ever use primary sorry, does the most successful trader ever use primarily technical analysis or fundamental analysis? I can tell you it is technical analysis. That's what these guys are using. Now, we use both for sure, but the most successful guy ever doesn't. He uses only technical. Third, can we learn anything from the most successful trader ever? You bet your bottom dollar we can, and we are, and we have. Fourth, who is the most successful trader ever? Well, that will be one Jim Simons. He is number one. You've got to go all the way down to number 5 to find Warren Buffett. Warren Buffett is not the most successful trader ever. There are people using different strategies that do much better. Jim Simons, indeed, has to limit, although he died last May, his fund has to limit its trading to $10 billion. Otherwise, the success he has would break the market. Jim uses trends. That's what he uses. He's got 100+ PhDs seeking these things out. And what percentage of winning trades do you think the most successful trader achieves? Well, it's about 50.25%. The guy has almost as many losers as he does winners, but the winners are huge and the losers are small. So now you know. Succession plan. Now, feeling perfectly healthy and happy, no problem. And I can't see myself ever, while I have that situation, giving up what I do. Uh, Only if I begin to fail in terms of results. However, I could tell there's a few people now beginning to say, "Oh my God, how old is the guy? What happens when he goes?" Well, we have a very good short-term uh, position to cover that. We've got the likes of Anna and Owen and Anton and Dave Labath and others who would step in and trade the account because they won't trade it quite like I do, but they'll make sure everything is safe and sound and looked after. So I would like to train up some reliable people who could actually go on to become traders using the same style that I am currently using and adopt it further as we grow it and change it and do it with those people involved as well. There's no point in replacing me with somebody even older than me if that's what we try to do. So I'm probably looking for people under the age of 50, but there's no hard and fast rule on that. I will train and work with them, and hopefully one or more of them will become successful traders capable of assisting me, and they may even inherit what I do. So if you're interested, get in touch. But not everyone who steps forward will be selected, and not everyone who is selected will make it. There will be a high dropout and casualty rate. But if you want to give it a go, get in touch. And my Facebook group. If you want to see everything that I do, then join the Facebook group, The Extraordinary Stock Trading System. And thank you to those that have already done so. If you're not already one of my investment clubs, then check out myinvestmentclub.co.uk, find out more about it. You can put in just £100 or €100 a month, $100 a month. You can put in 100,000, you can put in even more, and plenty of people do. They all get the same percentage return, and they all get to see exactly what we're doing and learn how to do it themselves if that's what they want to do. So, if you're interested in joining us, check that out, get in touch. I can make it possible for you to speak to the members, put you in their WhatsApp groups and so on, and answer any questions that you've got. And that's about it for another week. Just to let you know, this morning and yesterday, I've made a pretty long video going through the stock picking system that I use. It was requested by some of the people who were on the training event that we've just held in Dublin, and I'll put it on the WhatsApp group for them. If you're interested and want to have a look at that, let me know and I'll let you have the link. Okay, thanks very much. See you next week.